How you going, dude?
How are we doing, Dave? How's it going?
All right. We're mastering this technology stuff, ain't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Tuesday Night Live on the
Brewdog
channel.
There's a TV program there somewhere.
I think so. Absolutely, I think so. The only thing I think we got to sort out is that it's backwards, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Why is it like that? I don't understand it.
It's like the wrong way in a mirror.
It is, isn't it? It's that. It's like I'm leaning here and I'm supposed to be going that way, but I'm not.
So if we can ask people in the chat, can you see the two of us? Can you see Dave? Can you see me?
Let's have some thumbs up, please.
Can they see us, both of us?
Can you see us both? We're new to this. I don't know. Oh, Scott, let's just drink beer. Oh, Matt Taylor's done it yet. Kathleen Dow, she said it. Thomas McCarthy, yeah. Yeah, they're all coming through. Hi, Vivian from Harley J. Hello, how are you? How are we all? Have we all had a hard day at work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a long day. How's your day been, Dave?
It's been all right. I've just finished a 12-hour shift. I've just got in at 6:30. I've had a couple of pork sandwiches, and now I'm talking to you.
Amazing. Amazing. You're better than a Duracell battery, mate. Your batteries are really good.
Right. So what we're going to do then, mate?
I reckon we should start off with this.
It's the Icebreaker Pale Ale. Where's that? Oh, it's there.
By Green King.
Green King. Now, these are the ones that have taken over the brewery, haven't they?
Yeah, Green King, 1799, 220 years old, the brewery. They've just been bought out by a Hong Kong-based company yesterday for £4.7 billion. How do you feel, Dave, about... I mean, there was a lot of conversation on my channel about this whole buyout yesterday. How do you feel about great British companies being bought out? Jaguar Land Rover, the Mini's now German. This brewery's now owned by a Hong Kong-based company. What's your thoughts on all of this?
Well, I've got to be careful because obviously Leicester are owned by foreign businessmen. Toc and his late father came in and bought Leicester, and they have actually done wonderful things at Leicester. They have invested in, they've spent a lot of money in the surrounding areas of Leicester. So they've come in and they've done the job properly. The only thing is, I mean, well, let's face it, the Germans have come in and done Mini and all that. They've taken them over and, you know, the Mini's grown from strength to strength. We've got one sitting outside here, haven't we, June? We have, she says.
Yeah.
Tata, is it Tata? Who took over Jaguar?
Tata,
Yeah, they seem to have just... while it was going good, they were quite happy milking it, and now it's going a bit shit.
Yeah,
they're going a bit mardy, aren't they? It's like they're going to take the ball home, and they've invested and built Jaguar in other parts of the world, so it's not the best thing. I don't know. I think when these companies come in, they've got to have a certain commitment to the area and the country. It's not just buying of the brand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So there you go. But that's what I think. But I don't know whether this takeover of Green King. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. To be fair, I don't know whether they're going to sell the breweries and start building houses and stuff on them. Yeah,
this is the problem. They've got a lot of pubs which are not doing so well, and there's talk that this company's going to buy them and shut a lot of pubs down. There's already a lot of pubs shutting down. It's just, I've been speaking to the head brewer today. It's all a bit kind of, he's not allowed to speak. He's under an embargo. He's not allowed to speak to me. I tried to get a statement out of him. He couldn't talk. But I think there was a genuine worry there, to be honest. There's a little bit of worry.
Yeah.
Somebody knows today.
Yeah, somebody's just put a comment in on Newcastle. They were saying Finn JD, I think it was the name. And they were saying they've got an English owner and he's totally ripped their club to bits. So I suppose you can get dodgy English owners as well.
Absolutely. I suppose we live in an open market world, don't we, these days? You know,
Well, it's funny how we don't really go out to another country and buy their business as such, do we?
We don't. For me, I don't know. Cadbury's was another one. It didn't really work. The Cadbury's chocolate now is not the same. Do you think?
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah, it ain't the best, is it?
No, it used to be really good.
Yeah, really good. I know what you mean. So,
well,
let's sup into this anyway.
Yes, it's been a long day, Dave. Let's get a beer out.
Now, mine's been in the fridge. I had to phone June up and say, oh, damn, I forgot to put the beers in the fridge. Didn't I, June?
Fabulous.
That looks carbon copy, doesn't it, mate?
Absolutely spot on. It's probably the same batch.
Probably is.
Looks good. Light straw-coloured beer. 1 to 2 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. Oh, it's 4.5% ABV, and it's one of those kind of new world beers from Tesco. It's made for Tesco. It's a pale ale. What did you think, Dave, of the range in Tesco the other day when you went in?
Quite impressive.
Yeah.
I thought, well, it's about time, isn't it, that they caught up and did other things, Tesco's. They've been too busy messing around with other stuff instead of actually giving what the customer wants. Tesco's another one of these countries that a company that seems to think that they want to tell us what we want instead of them listening to what we want. So
exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
That looks quite good, doesn't it, mate?
It looks good. And I've been having a little bit of a smell from a distance. It smells great.
Yeah.
Really, really juicy, grapefruity. Yeah, there's some really good flavours coming from this. Really good.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dave. Cheers to all, Dave.
Just 1 second.
I've got to be that one.
Yeah. Do you want to sip, June?
I'll try and have a sip.
June's going to have a little sip, folks.
What do you think, June?
Says it smells nice.
Brilliant. Grapefruity, juicy.
That's nice and fresh, that is.
It's nice and fresh, she says.
Yeah, brilliant. Nice. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Juicy, fresh, grapefruity, there's some orange peel.
So what we got in it, mate? What's in it?
The hops, let's have a look. Probably a load of New World stuff. I guess at Mosaic. There's probably some citrus, some Centennial in there. Definitely some American style hops. Yeah, it's really good beer. Let's hope they continue brewing it in this kind of quality. This good style of beer. It's really good.
Yeah, it's all right because it's not. I don't like them too citrusy, but
that is citrus itself.
Yeah, but this one is nice. It's not got the bitterness of citrus or whatever. It just tastes quite good. Sounds quite good.
Yeah, malty, biscuity. Yeah, just very good. Very good.
A fruity hop aroma, and that's what it is, really, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. A nice bready, malty backbone, followed by lovely hops on the back end.
Can't beat it on the back end. Lovely. How much was yours? I don't know how much mine was.
These are 4 for £6, I think. 4 for £6 on the cans. So they're £1.50. Works out about £1.50 a can. We got some great stuff tonight, though. We got some really good beers coming. That should be the last one we do.
I'm looking forward to this toast one.
Yeah. I think they're a London brewery. They use bakers they work closely with a bakery, and it's all the stale bread that the bakery don't use. They give it to this brewery instead of using malted barley, they extract the sugars from the bread and make the beer that way. So it literally will be like toast, hopefully. hopefully.
Right, shall we respond to some of these things, these comments?
Yeah.
Monkey Hutch, one, he thought I'd be a... no, he didn't. That's good. I've read that one. Why did they move when you're just about to read them and you nearly end up reading something else out? He thought he was... I thought somebody said I thought I was going to be... Here it is. BS. I had BVM down as a normal pint of draft type guy. That is true, mate. That is true, BS. But I do like to try other beers. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. I think people should open their minds about this. Yeah,
it's fantastic. I think that you've tried a lot of chili foods now on your channel, and you've tried some different craft beers. You're eating all sorts of foods. It's really good. It's a proper kind of like blank canvas for you now, isn't it? I think same as me. It's a lovely blank canvas.
Yeah, it is. You got it. So BVM is not a white wine, man. Somebody's put there. I don't normally have wine. It makes me sick. Well, it don't make me sick because I refuse to throw up. If you're going to drink it, I don't think you should throw it up. What do you think?
Keep it down. Keep it down. Just if you feel like that, just have a bit of toast or something, or a bit of bread just to mop it up and sober up. I find that when you go to a party, you go to the party, you have a few drinks, and then you start delaying the food. Or we'll have one more beer and we'll order the Chinese, or we'll have another beer, order the Chinese, and you end up. You're almost fatigued. You haven't got enough energy to keep going, and you feel like the beer's taking you down, or in that case, the wine. The moment you have a bowl full of Chinese food or Indian or whatever, back to normal. Back to the beer.
I know what you mean. That's it. Yeah, I've got you. Right, a few more opinions. Right, these bloody things move too quick. Let me just scroll up. Somebody's from Cardiff. Hazy somebody.
Cool. Hello from Cardiff.
Hazy Days. Hello, guys. I'm from Cardiff. BVM is not a Bailey's man. Only in a coffee. I do like a coffee with a... what the hell's going on here? Who's done that?
Oh, it's the view. I've heard Punk is coming to...
How's that?
What's happened there?
I don't know. Hide.
That's gone.
There you go. Done it. Got rid of it. Thank you for that, Oath of the Abyss. I don't know how I did that to you. Oh, I can bring stuff up, mate.
Ah, that's it. Bring the water.
What's this one? Oh, you got cloud water.
Yes. Look, show them the cloud water.
Yeah, we've got the cloud water. There, I can't do this. This is bloody stupid. It's back to front. So, no, I'm not going to. Right. What else have we got?
That's quite
BVM is the Guinness man. Yes, no, I didn't mean to do that. How do I get that off? Oh, jeez. I don't know. There's stuff coming up and I don't know how to stop it. Right. I'm going to put that one up. Right. And leave that as that. Because I can't now hide. Right. I'm going to hide it and get that out. Right. No, he's done it again.
I don't know how that's happened, to be honest.
I don't.
Trust that.
I've pressed something and it's coming up and I don't mean it to. The things are coming up and I don't know what's cracking off.
Someone has one.
I'm going to go comment some naughty things then, shall I?
Well, it's Murray's just put, and I'll stick with that.
Yeah. Leave that there. Leave that there. Yeah. My wife said hello.
Hello, how are you? Is it Val or what? Mel?
Hi, Dave. Yeah, it's Mel.
We were well tuned in the other night.
Yeah.
With our live stream, we had a right good drink.
God, well, how long were you going for? About 3 hours?
Yeah, we drank 10 beers.
10 beers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's all this? Why is he doing this? Right. BVM. Right. I can't even spell BVM. BVM. Enter. Can I comment on my own thing?
No.
Show. Right. Ah!
Is it maybe put the chat to private? Maybe.
I don't know. Right, yeah, I'll do that. Right.
See what happens.
And now put comment. Oh.
Somebody said hit escape, but I don't know whether that's going to.
I don't know. Somebody says hit escape, but it might just.
That might kill me.
Whatever. I've ruined it.
Yeah.
Right, life, Johnny. He's having free advertisement.
Saying press escape.
But if I press escape, will it just knacker it up for everything? No, we'll just stay as we are. We don't want to.
Yeah, we'll concentrate through it. I'm sipping this beer nice. It's going down really nice, this beer.
Yeah.
Really nice. Tell me, Dave, just a really kind of great example of what I like to talk about on the channel, which is a drinkable beer. Do you find this 4.5% ABV beer? You've just done a 12-hour shift. Do you find this kind of put a spring in your step again? It's brought you back a bit. You forget about the 12-hour shift and.
I don't know, to be fair, mate. I think coming out and doing this, going live kind of thing.
Yeah.
This just gives me a buzz anyway. I enjoy doing this. So I don't really know. When I come home normally from a 12-hour shift, I'll just have a can of Carling or something like that. Just cheap, easy, nothing too adventurous.
No, exactly. Most days I do. But you find it just sets you for the evening, doesn't it? It sets you for the next few hours. Just having a beer in general, just finished work, beer. It just sets you. Exactly.
I like a beer after work sometimes. The trouble is though, you get used to finishing work and coming home and having a beer.
It's a slippery slope then, isn't it? It's a bit
Yeah. And some people then can't stop. So yeah, I'm all right. I like a beer kind of thing, but I don't, that kind of thing, innit?
I know what you mean. I get it. To be honest, I get it all the time on the channel. I get lots of. I've uploaded 5,300 beer reviews, and I get questions about, am I an alcoholic, or I think I'm somebody. I would like to describe myself as somebody who really likes a beer. But when you wake up in the morning, I'd rather make a cup of coffee and a bit of toast. I think if you wake up in the morning and you crack open a beer, I think then you know. Then you know.
That's what you'll be doing in the morning then?
Yeah, cracking open some toast. I'm not sure if I get down the toaster though, Dave. Do you reckon? I might get it in the grill.
Yeah.
But not in the toaster.
So what are we doing now then? Are you still drinking?
I caught up to you. I think we should move on to the toast.
Let's get the toast. We're going to try toast, June.
Where are you, Dave, in the world of sustainability? Do you think it's something we need to look at, or do you think it's a marketing con by the advertisers and the people who run the world? What do you think in terms of like reusing stuff? Because you did the McDonald's straw, reusable straw, paper straw, non-plastic. Where do you sit with this whole use it again philosophy in life?
I think if you've got the chance to use it again, then we should be using it again.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean? We're not. I know I know it's an old saying, but we're borrowing the world from our children or something like that.
Yeah.
So, in theory, we have got to look after it. But what I will say is that it's no good just us as a little country doing it. If Brazil, China, Russia, and all the other ones,
exactly,
are doing it. So it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, totally agree. I poured mine out. Session IPA, 4.5% ABV, described as citrusy, hoppy, and planet-saving. Yeah, pretty good. Planet-saving,
Well, the easy way around that is don't make so much bread that you throw in the bin.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Do you think it must be a big must be a big bakery? You think
Well, they're giving it away to put in beer.
And you think this is supplying the whole of Tesco, all the way through the UK. They must have had a mountain of bread.
Well, I suppose sometimes things go wrong. I mean, the place where I work, we get lots of like a head purge and rework, and things go wrong when you're starting a plant up. But I once thought making bread, you're not going to get it wrong, are you? It's so much water, so much yeast, so much dough, bit of this, bit of that.
Yeah,
that's bread.
Maybe the bakery, when they deliver, maybe they collect some of the stuff from the shops that they don't sell. Maybe it must be some kind of. It's worth asking, mine. I've got to be honest. It's worth asking the question.
Yeah.
What are you getting, Dave? Lead us into this one.
I don't know, really, mate. There's a bit of citrus there, isn't there?
Ooh. Oh wow. I'm getting a really nutty, oaty, biscuity, like you just crunched up a load of digestives and thrown it in your beer.
I'm getting a bit of like a yeasty kind of.
Yeah.
Mum used to make bread and she'd cover the thing up with a tea towel to let it rise. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Somebody's put, it smells like a fanny. Unbelievable.
I got a funny sense of humour, Dave. That's got me laughing, that one. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers, Dave.
Ooh. It's a bit thick, isn't it? Is it thick, syrupy?
Really bready, biscuity, nutty. It's a bit like your grandma's fruitcake and she's poured a bit of scotch over the top of it or something like that.
Malty. Somebody's put malty.
Really malty from the bread. Really well done. This is a really, really lovely, well-made beer, this one. Nice hoppy kind of, maybe some blueberry or something, or some raspberry or some fruitiness on the back end. Yeah. But really thick and malty. I think they've added oats to it. Yeah, there we are. Wheat, barley, oats, and soya. They've added soya to it.
Reminds me of Double Diamond.
I never had the chance to try that one. I wish I had the chance to try that one.
It reminds me of Double Diamond.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've never had Double Diamond, don't they? They don't make it no more, do they?
No, I'd love to get. I might check. Sometimes eBay sell old beers. I might check on eBay to see if I can find Double Diamond.
Yeah,
definitely. Oh, I've been speaking to my friends in Sweden, Dave. Now, have you heard of something called surströmming?
Yes, and I'm not going to do it.
You know, oh, right, okay. I did it 2 years ago.
Rotten fish. There's things I might do, but I'm not eating rotten fish and throwing up.
I tell you, I did it 2 years ago in Sweden. At the moment you open the can, Dave, it's the worst. It's the worst smell. So it comes from Sweden. So the fish starts to rot. They covered it in brine, put it in a tin, and seal it. So it carries on. The gases open the can. It when you open the can, it almost explodes on you. And it filled the room with...
Murray says the smell of it will be in your house for years to come.
It's the smelliest food in the world. But I got it this far from my face to tin, and it was vile. We were outside. We'd have to do it outside somewhere. But I was going to pick up a tin, and when we come to...
I'm not doing it. I don't mind the hot stuff. I don't mind the chili stuff, but I'm not doing something where I'm going to throw
up. Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking.
This is all right though. June, do you want to try a sip of this? June's all right. She's got a cup of tea. Chinese aged egg. Is they the ones that are like the bluey, horrible things? I don't understand that.
What is it? Is it like really smelly food? Is it
Chinese aged egg? Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can imagine it, can you?
yeah, you can. Yeah, it's not for me. Another one that's not for me.
No. Another one is they go up to Iceland and they store food up in Iceland, so they'll kill a whale. The ale, they kill a whale. Iceland, yeah, in the freezers. They'll kill a whale or a seal or something, and they'll put it in the ice, and they'll let it ferment again, and it'll rot. And I
don't understand it. Why not just eat it while it's fresh? I don't get it.
They try and keep it for the long winters when it gets cold.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
if that's the only way you can eat food and survive, that's what you do, isn't it?
Or move south.
Yeah, move south. Yeah.
Hey, Dave, I'd like to see you do them. Do you like wings, chicken wings?
Oh yeah, we watched you doing it with the gloves on.
Oh, I didn't know what was worse. I'm a chicken breast man. I don't like the wings or the meat's funny.
I like fish. I like chicken legs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. But there's nothing on it. There's nothing on a chicken wing, is there? It
was gristle and I was struggling more with the actual feel of the chicken.
Yeah.
I wanted all this gristle and because I've never had them before. And I was okay with the heat because I was concentrating on the gristle and everything in my mouth. Oh.
Yeah, that's the trouble with chicken wings, isn't it? There's too much. There's not enough meat in it.
No, absolutely. We've gone off subject completely here, but it's nice to have a general chat with you, Dave, as well, rather than just stick to the beer, talk about normal things. But this is really good, really interesting stuff.
It is, isn't it? It's all right. I quite like it, to be fair. I wasn't too sure. It's got a thick texture to it, isn't it? It's
really thick and malty and yeah. I don't know. They say they've used surplus fresh bread, but then on the back of the can they got wheat, barley, oats, and soya. So I'm not sure if they're using extra ingredients as well.
Yeah, I reckon they make too much bread on purpose so they can make this. It's all a con. It's all a Swizz, mate. They're just making more to make out they're doing good, but they're not. If you just stop making so much bread, you won't have to make this.
Yeah. Brilliant. What comments have you got, Dave?
Not really a lot. I can read out, mate.
Okay. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. What dorian fruit? What's that?
Dorian fruit. Oh, I think I've heard of that.
That smells sick, don't it?
Smelly socks or something. It smells like, and it's a fruit.
Yeah. I think it is. Isn't it? I'm sure that smells of sick or something, don't it, June? Does it smell of sick, that fruit?
I don't know. I smell it.
All right. We've not really we get the odd one coming through, Simon. That's a proper question.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, at the moment we've got a few planks coming through. Ruben's been on. I've got a mate, Ruben. He's come on. He's normally quite good. Somebody wants to know if you're Irish or Welsh.
Welsh. Yeah.
Dorian smells of rotten eggs. That's what it is. Do not know. Japanese. Would toast beer go with a cup of tea?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Or replace your cup of tea with some toast.
Yeah. There's not really any grown-up comments coming through. We're getting the odd one or two that are serious.
Is this a good time, Dave, to mention what you were going to mention earlier, just to get it out of the way for the evening?
I ain't going to do it, mate. I ain't going to. Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
So, right. So we're getting on with this one. This is okay. I quite like this. Like I say, it's a bit thick, and it does remind me of Double Diamond. somebody's saying, so are you a cider fan? Do you drink ciders?
No, I had too much as a teenager, and I drank too much of it, and I made myself ill from drinking loads of cider. So I get to the stage I can't even put a cider to my nose. It makes
so
me.
You've never drank beer and made yourself bad?
Yeah, but it's a funny one. Beer. You can come back from beer. You can drink it again, but there's certain things like whiskey. I can't go near whiskey. I got really ill off. I drank a quarter of a bottle as a 14-year-old, and we went out walking as you do with a few mates, and I collapsed in the field, and I was there most of the night. So, and I felt really bad in the morning. So I go to whiskey now, and it takes me right back to that moment. I'll never drink it again.
No, I know what you mean. I drank some. I can't remember.
Pernod's another thing.
No, I don't mind Pernod.
Yeah.
Somebody's put up one. This is what I'm going to do. Can you see that?
Yeah. What is it?
Sensible questions. I'll do that if I can get in there quick enough before they spin off the screen. What's your favourite? What are your two lads' favourite whiskies? He's a Jameson's man. Are you a whiskey man?
No, the whiskey. Wait,
don't fuck about. Give me a good straight answer. No.
No. Whiskey's another one. I had too much whiskey one night and it ruined it. So
all right.
Pernod. I was in France. I used to play rugby. Went on tour to France. We stayed in somebody's house. We were the favourites to win the whole tournament. So the parents had a plan. The French parents had a plan to get us all drunk on Pernod. We all woke up the next day. We all managed to just about get through our first game. We scraped through, won the game, and we went all the way to the final. We just kind of like sweated it out of us and got to the final. And we nearly won, but we lost.
Right. Yeah. No, I like a whiskey. I just want to say to Joda, okay, mate, no worries. We love a whiskey, don't we, June? Yeah, we'll drink most whiskies. I had. Has anybody ever tried Clarkson's from Aldi?
Oh,
it's a bit Jack Daniels-ish. It's not as good as Jack Daniels, but it's bloody up there. It's really, really good. So if people, and it's good on the price as well, as June's just said. So if you like Jack Daniels, but you want a cheap alternative once, get Clarkson's from Aldi. You'll like it. We're asking, Bruce Wayne in his back cave. Oh, bugger. There he is. Where's he gone? Bruce Wayne. Do you like Newcastle Brown?
It's one of these beers I really need to review on the channel. I've never reviewed it. One of the UK's most popular ales. I need to review it.
Can we do it next time?
Should we do Newcastle Brown Ale? Yeah.
Next time we're on, when we've sorted data out, we'll do Newcastle Brown.
Yeah, let's finish these up, Dave.
I used to drink Newcastle Brown years ago, so I do like it.
Fantastic. I can't see from here, Dave, but how many viewers have we got watching?
332.
Wow. Fantastic. I'm really, really, really excited about the next beer. I've wanted you to try a Cloudwater beer.
Yeah, you've been on about this for ages, haven't you?
Ages. And I was talking to you about ordering online. It was like a small brewery which you had to order online. You couldn't buy it, or you had to go to a specialist bottle shop. Within a couple of months, bang, here it is. Newcastle Brewdog versus Cloudwater. I'm really, really interested to see what you think of this beer, Dave.
I want to try and find the bloody camera first. Am I in the?
Ruben's still on.
Hold on.
If Ruben's still on.
Just 1 second. I don't know how you do it on here. How do you get moderators on here? Oh, whoa, bloody hell. Oh,
that's it, yeah.
No. Right. I don't know how to do it, Andrew. How do you do it, Simon?
Maybe.
Click on his name and I'll get rid of these.
I can go the settings down the bottom. Let's have a look at settings.
Click on his name.
Hold on.
Because I don't know whether Ruben's still on.
Right, click on his name. And that's it. No, it ain't.
You're not
I
clicking
can
on.
only do.
I don't think it does it on this, does it? Whatever. We'll carry on. We'll sort it out for the next time. But thank you for that, Andrew.
If you can tell us how to do it on your laptop.
Yeah. Judy's lovely, David Anderson says.
Thank you.
She bloody is.
June is brilliant. June is absolutely brilliant. We had a good laugh last time.
All right. So we're on to this cloud water. Sorry, mate, I got completely distracted there. But
So
we're
we've got
all right.
our names on the bottom. Have they gone?
I don't.
Tell him. Just
Well, maybe we can go in and put the display name back. If you can put the display.
Right, top lad. Who says that? Right. Then if I hide that.
Yes, there we go.
Right. Get that off there. We're back.
Perfect.
I hate technology. It's shit.
It was kind of like right across the middle of the screen, wasn't it? It was like, whoa, what was? But yeah,
it was. It was. Right. So we're on to this cloud water.
So Dave, this is
click on.
how it kind of mentions
Hold
it.
on. Sorry, sir. Can I just butt in, mate? Sorry. We're not using the traditional YouTube thing, Andrew. We're actually on this StreamYard, and it's not the kind of same as the YouTube one, where you used to click on somebody's name and you get the 3 dots. You could do something. But on this one, you can't do it. So we will look into it next time, won't we, Simon?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. So back to the important thing. Brewdog, cloud water.
I'm really excited for you to try this beer. It's going to be a massively, massively different experience from anything we've ever tried together. I call this one of the most significant moments in the history of craft beer in the UK, this beer. It changes everything. It changes the goalposts. It kind of like raises the bar of what beer should be tasting like for £3 a can. Should we just go for it, Dave? Should we go for it? I got a big glass for this one.
I'll stick it in my glass then. I'll stick it in my Carling glass.
Look at the colour, Dave. Look at the colour on that.
Oh yeah.
6.8% ABV. This really is the Rolls Royce of supermarket beer. I think June, I'd really like June to try this beer.
June will have a sip. Let me just get rid of the head and June can have a sip. Utter filth. Smell that. Smell that.
What did you do with that?
I know, somebody's just put cloud water in a Carling glass. I will buy more glasses that are more...
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get by the...
June's just trying to get by the head.
the size of that.
I've heard that before. Blue Van, Dave Blue Van, Hunky Steve could pour a better pint. And I think you're probably right there, mate. You're probably right.
That's too citrusy for me.
June's too citrusy.
Is it citrusy? I don't know, but it's bitter. Ugh.
You see, that's the thing with June. She'll give an honest opinion. She won't mind hurting your feelings.
Absolutely brilliant. It's one of these, it takes a bit of time. I reckon if you tried this a couple of times, I really think you'd get on board with this style of beer. It's from the Vermont area of America. I've never been to America. It actually goes back to have you heard of J.W. Lee's brewery?
Which bottle is it? Is it this one?
That's the one. No, I've not. Sorry, mate. No, I haven't.
So apparently this yeast strain from J.W. Lee's from Manchester in England, It found its way in America somewhere.
You've told me about them before, haven't you?
I've talked about this yeast. Yeah, about this very, very kind of style of beer. Yeah. So they managed to get this yeast strain. It all dates back to J.W. Lee's yeast. In the craft beer world, this is what everybody kind of, in terms of supermarket beer, people are really excited about this beer. So get your nose in, Dave. Tell me what it smells like.
It smells of very citrusy. It is very
really juicy, like pineapple juice or mango juice, straight up.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like they've chucked a right cocktail in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to suck in, mate. Suck in.
Come on. Stone the Crows.
Funny enough, it's not as citrusy as I thought. It smells different to what it tastes.
Really excited. I'm really excited for you to try this beer.
Yeah.
6.8% ABV. It's nearly 7%. The alcohol's hidden so well. Would you say it was nearly 7%? Can you get a little bit of that alcohol?
It's very smooth.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's really smooth. Really, really smooth. Really well done beer. Two of the greatest brewers in the UK. Brewdog now got a brewery in Ohio in America. They've got a hotel. They've got an airline. So they'll fly you from Scotland. They'll fly you from Scotland to America. You stay in their hotel. They got it all kind of like closed off. A bit like Apple's phones where you get stuck in their ecosystem. You're stuck there forever. For Brewdog. But
I can't believe it's not as citrusy as it smells. It is bitter. It's like they've used the real riney parts of the citrus fruit, but
they've got the pith in it.
It's got the pith. They're taking the pith.
You know, June, I tell you what, June, there's a lot of reviewers out there around the world who will talk about pithy beers. Pithy. You've got to be careful what you say, but you're bang on the nail on the head there, June. Absolutely bang on the nail on the head.
Yeah, it's like you've not peeled your orange properly.
Now the head's gone down a bit, June. Have another sip, June. Go on.
Have another sip, he says, June.
Oh.
Try it's 7% ABV, and they've hidden the alcohol really well in the beer.
Nathan Fraser says, try adding lemon. What would that do?
Well,
Probably ruin it. Probably ruin it, I'd say. I wouldn't add lemon.
Hey, that'd be all right with a bit of lime cordial.
June says it'd be all right with a bit of lime cordial in it.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, I mean, it's new world stuff. It's. I suppose I've been drinking beer for 10 years, so I've been kind of like having a chance to kind of like grow slowly with it. What I've done with you guys is I've gone, try this, and it's out there, you know, it's completely out there. It's very different from.
So when you first drank this Cloudwater, did you think, fucking hell, that's nice, or did you have to get into it?
Incredible. The first Cloudwater beer I had was 12%. It was a double IPA at 12%. And it knocked my socks off. It looked like this, it smelled like this, it tasted like this, but it was 12%.
Right.
And it was in a can this size. One can would blow your socks off.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to have a word with the bloke at the beer pharmacy in Syston then.
Oh, he'll definitely take that, so you'll definitely know Cloudwater. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You might even have a beer that closely resembles it.
I do like it, I must admit. It'd probably take about another 6 for me to really enjoy it.
Absolutely. They've added a lot of oats to the beer, so it's creamy. There's a creamy richness to the beer. But I'm getting lots of pineapple and mango, passion fruit, grapefruit. There's so much going on. There's so many different levels to this beer.
David Rimmerez, who wants to know, do you get heartburn?
No, I'm one of my only family members that don't get heartburn. My wife suffers really bad with heartburn. My grandfather does. My father does. My mother. I'm the only one that I seem to be okay. It's a thing in your chest, and the lid opens a bit. It lets all the acid back out. Isn't that what happening is? I must have a strong lid. Keep it all down.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had heartburn. I don't think I've ever had heartburn.
I had it really.
Yeah.
Yeah, June had it when she was pregnant.
Oh, that's where my wife started to get. She never had happen before. She had the 2 kids. Now she gets happen all the time.
Right. There you go. That's it. So the moral of that story is don't have kids.
We're very lucky, Dave. We put all the hard work in.
So, Car's music's on. He's all right. I've got a lad there. He's a good one. So we're all right there.
Drink some more of that. I'm going to try it.
June wants me to drink some more of this so she can try it with a lime.
Sorry, I'm not getting
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, this is the thing. It's the beer. I mean, you've gone with it. You bought it. You've given it a try. Chuck some lime in. It might make a world of a difference to you. It really might make a world of a difference. But I think it'll keep on us.
Perfect.
She says you laugh, but that's perfect now.
Let's have a look at the colour.
Well, it's the same. Well, it's the same. Oh, I can't find the camera. There it is. Here.
Lemon or lime juice? I got lime juice.
Do you know what? It has made a difference. Just a little bit of lime. Because did I tell you last week that June's had Guinness and the bloke put lime in the glass and then threw it out? And it just took that twang off it. And that's what she says.
Right, Dave, hold the live stream. I got some lime in my kitchen. I got to run round and get some lime.
Don't run.
Have a chat with your commenters.
Have a chat. Okay, go for it. Right, folks. This is just a little thing that me and Simon do. We just try beers. All I'm doing here, folks, is I'm just trying to help Simon get some extra subscribers. So there's no need for the stupid comments, the insults and stuff like that. It's just one YouTuber trying to help out another. And that's all it is, really, folks. So if you like Simon, go and subscribe to him. If you don't, there's no need for shoving back down a mine. I don't think there's any mines left in Wales. So there you go. How long does it take to mow my head? Right. We haven't got a lawnmower. I had a fight with a lawnmower the other day, Simon. I beat it up and threw it over the edge.
I can see. I'll be doing that soon. I got some grey hairs coming, so I'll be whipping off. Thank you very much, Dave. I could hear you in the kitchen. I got the window open there. Thank you very much for plugging my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm picking up a couple of subscribers over here. Thank you very much. It really makes a difference.
Just trying to help each other out, ain't we, dude?
Absolutely. But, you know, first and foremost, we have a real good laugh here. We have a real good laugh. Right, live on. How much you poured in?
Go on then. Tip that in, dude.
Only a bit.
Only a little bit.
What?
Oh, that's it. Don't drown it.
Right.
And see what you think. You've got to experiment, haven't you?
Oh.
Hey up.
Anyways, Dave, I've been all around the world. I'm going to swing.
What's that name?
Oh.
Lisa Stansfield.
Oh! I tell you what, Jude. You've taught me a trick. I thought I knew everything about beer. Wow. I'm going to Sweden in 2 days, and I'm going to be drinking this type of beer in Sweden. I'm going to pack this bottle of lime, and I'm going to go around all these. I'm going to put some beer in lime in brewers' glasses, and tell them to try it like this. Unbelievable.
This bloke in the beer pharmacy, he says lime is the best thing to put into drinks if you just need that little twang.
But he didn't put it in the drink. He
just swirled it around the glass. He says it just takes the edge off it. If you just don't like it because it's too bitter, too dry, just put a little bit of lime in it, swill it around and chuck the fucker out, and then put your drink in.
Can I ask June a question?
Of course you can, but you don't take it up the arse.
Hey!
I've learned a lot from this, June. I thought I knew everything. Would you mind, June, if I got a New England IPA and I put a bit of lime in it and I taught my followers that you can put a bit of lime in beer and there's no problem to do that.
She's not going to copyright it, mate.
I'll mention you guys. I'll mention, I got this kind of idea from you, but I'll call it like beer hacks or something. How to make a beer taste better, or
that's an idea.
Can a New England IPA? Maybe we do a live stream on my channel with Guinness and a New England IPA, and we chuck a bit of lime in each one.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea. She's down the bugger. Look at it, it's gone.
Yay! Well done, June. Well done.
Unbelievable.
Adding lime should be called June in it.
June in it. Somebody says adding lime. June in it. Very good, Murray.
I tell you what, that's really, really surprised me.
The beer hooligan. Simon's going on the Dragon's Den with that lime idea.
He's my mate. The beer hooligan's my mate. He came up to see me. He's from Suffolk way. He came all the way up to see me. He had a beer with me in Barry. Come to see me in Barry. Top guy, Matt. His name's Mark. Really lovely fella.
Yeah. I've got one here from. I've not got one here, or else my glasses had fallen off. I've got two ears. But BS has said, do Guinness Punch. BS, I've already done Guinness Punch, mate. I did it on a live. Me and June loved it. Have you ever done a Guinness Punch, Simon?
Tell me all about it.
What's in Guinness Punch? I had this student sent me the recipe, and he said, do Guinness Punch. So we did it live, and it's one of the best drinks you have. It's got condensed milk.
Condensed milk.
Can of Guinness, condensed milk.
Cinnamon, was it?
Cinnamon, and it's all different kinds.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. People, if you want a real good, excuse me, wind. If you want to drink, if you want a punch, an alcoholic punch, not one in the face. Just look at my Guinness Punch live from a couple of weeks ago, and it's brilliant. It's one of the best drinks you'll ever have. I have a gin and beer recipe to show you on my channel that I got from Holland, the Beer Hooligan.
Sorry, I missed that one.
I have a gin and beer recipe to show you on my channel from the Beer Hooligan.
He's a top guy. So the Beer Hooligan, if you don't want me talking about him here on the channel, Dave, he has built a pub in the bottom of his garden in a giant shed. And he smokes all sorts of meats, and the smokers where you do like 8 hours smoke. Yeah. So he's got a bar. He'll put his own beers in the bar. He got a smoker going on. He makes his own burgers. He did some great stuff on his channel. He's a top guy. Yeah. We'll have to get him on one day.
We will. We'll sort something out. You never know. I might have my own bar one day in an outhouse. You'll have to come up and stop.
I tell you, your garage is prime for that. To put a few...
I would like a little bit like a brewery kind of thing. Not a brewery. No, not a brewery. Just like a bar. Set up a bar somewhere.
Like Pop Larkin with a big...
Yeah, Pop Larkin. He had one, didn't he, with a big cocktail cabinet. So we've lost the thread, mate. What the fuck were we on about?
And this is the thing. We just get on. It's like two blokes sitting on a couple of bar stools in a pub. We just rabbit away, and people seem to enjoy it.
Well, I tell you what, right? With this StreamYard.company, for fuck's sake, I can't even speak. StreamYard.com. We could actually have another bloke or lady on here, or transgender. I'm not getting into that fucking argument. Right, we could actually have 3 or 4 people on here trying beers with us, couldn't we?
Amazing. That would be amazing. Our top fans. Get 2 of our top fans on drinking the beer.
Hold on. Right, Ellen Spencer says, can someone explain the difference between beer, lager, and IPAs, please? So, Ellen Spencer. Simon, the floor is yours.
Okay, so... lager is a bottom fermented beer. Sorry for getting so technical here, but it actually takes a lot longer to make a lager than it does to make a beer. You can make a beer in a month to 8 weeks. It'll fully ferment out. You can put it in some casks. You can send it out to the pubs. 4 to 8 weeks, a beer, generally a general beer, will go out there and you can sell it. Do you know what the word lager means, Dave?
I haven't got a clue. It's normally somebody else's job to buy it.
So the word lager is, the longer word for it is lagering. When you lager something, you store it. So it's an ale that you store, or in a tank, of course. You brewed the beer, you put it in a fermenter, and all of the kind of the bigger stuff moves its way to the top, and the other stuff kind of moves its way to the bottom. So it's if you imagine a big kind of fat beer like this, if you drew all of that off, and then you're left with, I'm getting myself a bit confused here. It's just if you were to store a beer for 4 months, if you were to lager it for 4 months, it would become a lager. It would become lighter. All of the sediments, all of the stuff that you whirlpool round, because you spin a beer up, you get all of the sugars out by spinning the wort. It's called a wort before it becomes a beer. When everything settles down, all of the big chunky stuff's at the bottom, the light beer's at the top.
So the longer you leave a beer,
it becomes a lager.
It becomes a lager.
Basically,
that's it.
In the grand terms of things, if we were to speak normally to people, yeah.
Somebody's put here, boring hell, but somebody asked the question and they were listening. So
IPA. So IPA's India Pale Ale. Do you know why it's called India Pale Ale, Dave?
Is it ale that's pale and brewed in India?
So it was all brewed in Burton. Is that your area, Burton? Burton on Trent? Is that close?
Yeah, around that way.
So most of the beer years ago was Burton. It would go off.
Eleanor says thank you for the answering our question. But carry on, Burton, round Burton. Yeah, you were doing that.
So we leave the beer left Burton and it went to India. And by the time it got there, rocking on the boat, by the time it months on the boat, in the sun, boiling hot, by the time I got there, it was rubbish. It was spoiled. It was awful. 4% rubbish. What they decided to do was up the alcohol by volume. Whenever you take the alcohol up, you're preserving something better. It's a better preserving. So IPAs, this style of beer, were brewed for 7%.
Right.
So it would make the journey.
Right.
To get the other side, the alcohol would hold it, carry it. Whenever something's got more alcohol in it, seems to kind of keep the infections at bay, all of the infections that could spoil a beer. So the higher the alcohol, the better it was in India.
Well,
so they call it an India Pale Ale.
Somebody here, Kay Hewitt, has asked us to review chocolate fangs.
No, not review. Have
you ever drank chocolate fangs ale?
Sounds good. I'd like to try it. Ask him where this is
from. Kay Hewitt, you need to tell us where we can get it from.
Yeah, what's the brewery name?
Don't know. They've just said ever drank it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm done, Dave. I've done my lime cloud water.
Good. June's done it, but June did mine about 3 hours ago.
Tell June I'm getting a bit tipsy, yeah? I'm getting all red-faced again.
How come, right? You've only had 3, yet the other night you had 10 and you weren't. Or were
I
you?
was sharing them. We had 10 between us, so we had 10 halves. So about 5 pints. Yeah. And they were from Lidl, so they were all 3%.
Oh, that's piss poor.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Exotic Shark. You guys ever been to Charnwood Brewery? I have. When Simon comes up and visits me, I am going to try and get him into the Charnwood Brewery. I do actually hope they're open on a Saturday. I'm not sure, but we're hoping to get there.
I'm maybe looking September. Get the kids back to school. I think September. If I leave Friday, so I don't know. We'll sort the dates out between us. But I definitely want to come up. I want to bring you some Welsh stuff. Bring some stuff from Wales, some cheeses, and that sort of thing.
Amiga 300 says June is scanning the comments. Hi, June. So, hi, Amiga 300.
June's just scanning the comments. She's pointing them out to me, the ones that I missed because I'm thick as shit. And that's it, really. But so are we going on to this one? Because this is the one I really wanted to do. Where's the bloody camera? There it is. No, it's truth.
Dark Art Stout.
That's the one I wanted because it's a stout. And
You like
stout.
You like a stout?
I love a stout. It was something I was brought up on as a child. That is probably why I am 6'5" and 21 stone, is because I was given stout.
Do you know what stout means?
Go on.
Strong.
All right. I thought you were going to give me some quirky answer.
A stout man. A stout man meant a strong man.
Right.
No wonder you're 6'5".
I know. Right.
Let's go.
Can you just say hello to everybody that's said hello to me? I don't want to miss anybody out, but there's so many of you, but hi to you all. Thank you very much.
Eleanor Spencer said, what is a stout? Do you know what? I've drunk gallons of stout, but I don't know what it is.
So I've been to a roaster. I've been to a malt roasters in Poland. Have you heard of Tiski? You know Tiski beer?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Tiski brewery in Poland, and they had a museum on the side of the brewery where they used to brew the beer years ago. And they had a roaster. You know coffee roasters?
Yeah.
You know a coffee bean is if you were going to get it off the tree, it'd be green. Then they roast it, and it goes dark black.
Yeah.
And you get all the roasty, like anything really. It's like when you burn toast. When you burn toast, it's different to tasting normal toast, isn't it? It's black, it's burned, you get roasty, toasty flavours. That's where it comes from. Basically, with the malt, same as the coffee bean, they roast it. So this golden beer we had here, they used normal malts.
Yeah.
This beer here, they roasted the malt, so they made the malt black. They put it under intense heat. So the malt burned, they burned effectively, and they went black. So it changes the colour of the beer, and it makes it taste more like coffee, dark chocolate and caramel. Pardon me.
So that's it. That's what it is.
The malt is the colour of the beer. The malt, you can have light malts, red malts, and black malts. A black malt is a stout. The red malts make a nice red beer. And a light malt, a crystal malt they call it, make all your pilsners, your lagers, and all your light pale ales.
Hey, DC, it's like an educational class for you, Simon.
I love it. I love beer, Dave. I really love beer. I love drinking beer with you.
He wants to know if you've ever had Buckfast.
I've seen you review it. I've seen you in the vest. What is Buckfast, Dave?
It's a bit like port.
It's a bit like a port. It's a wine kind of thing. It's a tonic wine. I also did the Sanatogen tonic wine, and it's bloody lovely.
It is a bit like sherry port.
It's a sherry port kind of thing. It's a bit sickly. I could only probably drink about 3 or 4 bottles, but you're laughing at. And then we've also had another one from Dusty Scabbard. Can you ask Simon if he likes the Corvev Cornish beer?
Korev. The Korev is a lager.
Yeah.
I
like it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
There you go then. That's your answer.
Brilliant.
Scabard asked him for you.
There you go. So let's tip this one in here, dude.
Jet black. Look at that for a stout.
Oh, now that looks tremendous. I tell you what, I went to a football match once at Elston Park. My local team were playing, and they had Gillespie's stout, and it was one of the best drinks I've ever had. Look at that.
Somebody's asked that you get Tom on to join one of these.
Tom Baylor.
Well, it must be. How many Toms do you know?
Well, it's probably Tom. I'm holding that up to the wrong bloody place.
Hold it down.
There you go. Can you sponsor a Twitter account, please? No need to pay. Right. Moist Madison. I'm already on Twitter, Moist. So have a look, mate. Moist Madison's just asked a question. So can you see the comments, Simon?
For some reason, on the top right, it says private chat. It's okay. It's okay. I can manage. To be honest, I like talking with yourself. It's okay. That's
all right, because it seems like I'm looking at you or not, and I don't want you to be left out.
It just says private chat. I can't see anything.
Dave Blue Van asks, does Simon have a job?
I'm a carpenter by trade, so I run my own little kind of.
Jesus.
Yeah, if you like Jesus, I'll go out. I'll hang a couple of doors. This day and age, I don't do anything too strenuous. I'll do enough to cover a day, if that makes sense. Yeah. Dave, I'll hang a couple of doors. I'll be back by 1 o'clock. Get the cheese on toast on. And I'm away, you know. I know
what you mean, mate. I'm the same at the moment. I just can't be asked.
Sorry, can I just put in, make peace, not war. You didn't read out my super chat earlier. Sorry about that. We must have missed it, but thank you.
Right, let me just put in, sorry, Simon. The thing about this StreamYarding, we can't see when I get super chat. It's not the same. It's not the same as it is on YouTube. So I don't know if anybody gives me a super chat or not. If you do, I apologise and thank you very much. But there really is no need to give me super chat money. I'm okay, thank you. Moist Madison had a question for me. Moist, put it on the email thing. If you go, it's at bluevanmancontacts@gmail.com. That's the best way to do it, mate, because you've got something interesting to say and I want to read it when I'm not racing them up. Simon, continue.
Look at this. I'm really interested for the both of you, June and Dave, to try this one. I'm going to
jump into this, mate, because I've been reading these comments, and I really want to do it.
Jet black, nice one finger tan coloured head. Let's get in. Oh,
fuck me. You won't like that.
Unbelievable. Isn't that an incredible beer? Incredible.
Yeah. Yes.
It's rich, roasty.
Kind of. Do that.
Needs lime in it.
Fucking believable. No,
actually, it is quite nice, but it's got that slightly metallic taste.
I know what she means.
It's got that slightly metallic taste, like Guinness.
Yeah, I know what she means. It is very Guinnessy to me. It's I like that. I could drink a hell of a lot of that.
I think, Dave, these guys are based in Huddersfield, in the UK. They supported. They're called Magic Rock Brewing Company. Richard Burhouse, sorry. I've met Richard a few times. Great guy. But he actually ran the bar at the Huddersfield Town Football Club.
Oh, right.
So he was kind of really happy when they were kind of going up to the Premier League, and the first year was great. And he kind of went a bit quiet on Facebook after that. He sold the brewery, and it sold to a stout company. I can't remember the name of them. Big company. Another big, unfortunate, if you like, sellout. They sold to another bigger company. The company promised 8 months ago that they would never change the style of the beer.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate to try this.
That's good then. But
it's still a fabulous beer.
It's really nice. I like this. This is. I go on about hampers. If you've got a husband or a father or a brother and you want to buy them something for Christmas and you don't know what to, buy them a hamper. Make them a hamper. Buy them some beers, cheese, pickled onions, and crisps. And this would be one of the. I can't even find the fucking camera. And this would be one of the ones I'd have. I love that. But can I just butt in? Dave Blue Van. What does my old man drink? He drinks pedigree. That's if my stepmother isn't taking it off him at the time when he's not looking and drinking it herself.
Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy. Hey, Dave and Simon. It's Blakey P.
Hello,
you know him?
No, he's just saying hello. Hello.
All right. He's 18 in September, and to celebrate, which beer do you recommend that I try out of all the ones you've tried? Well, for a start, if you're 18 and you've not been drinking already, there's something wrong with you. I was drinking when I was about 13, so you've got some catching up to do, mate. But what do you recommend for him to try, Simon?
What do you reckon, Dave? I think we should come into agreement with this because I think maybe try the Icebreaker. It's a nice 4.5 Icebreaker. Exactly that. It's an ice-breaking beer. It'll get you into the world of craft beer. And then the best thing you can do is be adventurous. Be massively adventurous with beer. Go out, buy yourself a Cloudwater from Tesco. Buy yourself one of these stouts from Tesco.
Yeah, I would say that. I would definitely say get one of these, Blakey P. Try a stout. I was brought up on this kind of stuff.
Down Working Men's Club.
Down Working Men's Club, yeah. Stout, Mackison's. Can you remember Mackison's?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
that kind of stuff. And that'll get you into a drinker. That will make you stand up to beer and not look like Simon at the moment. Yes, yeah, mate, Blakey. Just like Simon says, try something. It's hard to say, to be fair, dude.
Everybody's different.
I don't know. I was brought up in a mining town in Colville, so I used to drink all the stouts and all that kind of stuff. And then you just open your mind and you go to lagers and Guinness and ciders. There isn't a drink I would turn down, to be fair.
Exactly. Question for Simon.
So hold on, June's got a question for you, Simon.
Yeah.
Stephen Bassett asks, would you agree crafty beer is overpriced?
It's a tough one. Would I pay £1.50 for a half of this in a pub? That works out at £3 a pint. The quality of this beer, I really would. It's 6% ABV, so you need less of it. If you were to pile it, and I'm just going to come out with it. If you were to drink 8 pints of Carling at 4%, it's so low in the ABV that you need them 8 pints to get yourself a little bit tipsy. Which I know people say they drink for flavour and whatnot, but I'm one of these people who will say, yes, I drink for flavour, but do you know what? I like a bit of the buzz that goes with it too.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not going to hide behind. I'm like you, Dave. I won't bullshit about. I'll be straight. I like a little bit of a buzz from the beer.
Yeah.
I like from the alcohol. And if you were to drink 8 pints of Carling, that would cost you
a fucking fortune.
Yeah, exactly that. So something with a little bit more ABV. This is 6 compared to Carling's 4. It's going to make you well on your way, and it's going to kind of life is kind of like weighing scales, isn't it? You take one thing away, it goes the other way, and you know.
It's like drinking 100 cans of Shandy Bass at 1%. Yeah, it tastes nice, but it's no bloody good, is it? So if you go, I know what you mean. It's like I could go out and drink in the day, I could easily drink 20 pints of Foster's.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I'd start in the morning. I'd be going home at like 12:30. I'd be up the chippy, up the Chinese, and I'd be slightly drunk because I was a professional drinker in the day.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I would rather have something where I could have like 6 or 7 pints or something and feel happy.
So how it works, Dave, a beer at 4% ABV would be 96. If everything worked in 100%, it would be 96% water. So by drinking a Foster's at 4% or a Carling at 4%, you're drinking something which is 96% water. You're drinking it, you're getting a bit tipsy, but the water's also sobering you up. It's a
and you always want to piss as well, don't you?
And you're walking around with all these gallons of water you don't need. Yeah.
You always want to piss. So I just want to pop in there, mate. Fat George, yeah, I do have a PO box, mate. I've actually done a couple of videos with the PO box address on there. If you want to just look back, I know I'm being lazy. It's PO box. It's Blue Van Man PO box 10747 Loughborough LE9 LD something. It's on my thingy, mate. Have you got a PO box, Simon?
No,
What's the money, mate?
I give my address out.
You've been on the telly again.
Sorry. Blue Man. PO Box 10747 Loughborough LE11 9LD.
Right. So there you go. Right, let me get back down to the messages. Yes, I'm loving this, Simon.
Johnny Boy says he has been drinking, but he'd just like to know what you recommend. He's not new to it, but he'd just like to know what you would recommend.
Oh, what you would recommend? Truth. You see,
Tesco.
I personally think that just as butting in there, Simon, I reckon if Johnny B went and watched back some of your videos, you would get a good idea. Because Simon, I do everything. I do food, socks, taking bloody bottoms of settees out, washing the car and all that crap. But Simon actually educates you through the drinks that he does. You know, I mean, Simon is quite an educational bloke when it comes to drinks. You can learn stuff and see what he's supposed to be, you're supposed to be tasting and drinking.
You just know what you like, don't you?
I just know what I like, and that's it. But Simon will talk you through a can or a bottle of drink. So, Johnny what? B? Blakey P. Blakey B? You know who you are, son. Just go and have a look at Simon's Real Ale Craft Beer channel, and you'll probably learn a damn sight more.
Johnny Boy Blakey P.
Johnny Boy Blakey P. And then you could also educate your mates, dude. That's what I say. What do you say, Simon?
Well, I agree. I agree. In terms of that, and of course, maybe look back at some of the videos we've done together. This
Lovely.
It's incredible, isn't it? Do you mind if I come back to this beer for a moment?
Yeah, go on, mate. Go for it.
It's rich. It's almost kind of. Do you know if you were to get a good Starbucks coffee, or let's not use Starbucks because they don't need promoting. A coffee from your local coffee shop that's rich. There's lots of kind of milky mouthfeel to it. It's thick. It's good depth to it. And then you think of a dark chocolate with all them bitter tastes from a dark chocolate, and it's just this beer's got everything.
Yeah. It is.
Absolutely everything.
This is a proper. Oh, fucking can's empty.
I've not touched it.
This is just proper. It's just a proper beer, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what? You can actually sit there. You could be playing dominoes. I'm knocking, and all that kind of thing. It's ideal.
I like dominoes.
You like dominoes?
Oh yeah.
You like a double six?
What's that?
2 6s.
Oh.
Dirty mind.
I'll bring you up, Dave. I'll bring you up an Imperial Stout. It'll be about 12-13%.
Oh, lovely.
So it'll be, and the more, what happens is the more the alcohol goes up, if you like, the more the malt you need in the beer, so the thicker it's going to get. It's going to be soup-like, absolute soup-like. When you roll it around in the glass, it's going to be kind of like slow motion, like it's going to be like old engine oil from a car. That kind of black, thick.
You've just somebody used to tell me to drink. There's something in Scotland called engine oil.
It is Haverstown's engine oil, but you've got to get the reserve. You have to get the reserve.
I can't get the bloody engine oil. No matter the reserve, I can't even get the first team.
I'll send you a link. Or I'll bring a bottle. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring a bottle up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because you said wonderful stuff. I'll bring you some stuff up.
Yeah, somebody's just said, Leah Donny, are you streaming on a potato BVM? No, I'm streaming on a very old laptop that used to be my daughter's, but she's now got the MacBook. But I will be getting a new laptop.
Somebody asked, sorry, I've lost who that was. Did you study beers, Simon? How have you become so knowledgeable?
If you watch my very first video on YouTube, I went to, because I was poor back then, I used to buy, the supermarkets used to do a pound beer every week. Each supermarket, Tesco's, Morrison's and Asda's, they used to do a pound beer of the week. So I used to buy that pound beer of the week because I was interested in beer. And I learned from buying them pound beers of the week. So my very first beer was from Badger. You know Badger? Have you heard of Badger Ale? Badger Brewery?
No, I haven't.
It was called England's Own. It had a picture of the England flag on it, and it was a very kind of English beer. I dropped my phone. My phone's gone. Knocked it off the arm of the chair. So, have a look at it. So, I think if you go to the history of my channel, go to the very first video, filmed in 2010, January 2010. So I'll be celebrating 10 years on YouTube in January.
2010.
I'm 3 stone lighter. I'm like this gaunt little kid. My first video was September 17.
So you got a lot to learn, haven't you, BVM?
I knew nothing. Honestly, Dave, I knew nothing about beer. I was just opening beers on YouTube, and I taught myself through drinking 5,000 beers on YouTube. It's my passion. I love it. It's my passion. I think about beer about 3 hours of each day. What do I want to drink? I'll go to my bottle shop. Like you go to the, what do you call it, the bar you go to, Dave, the craft beer bar?
The what, sorry? The beer pharmacy.
The beer pharmacy. Yeah. I'll go to places like that, and I'll speak to the barman for an hour or two about different beers, and I just
you're like Dave then. You're like Big Dave.
I would chat to him for hours. Yeah.
Somebody's asked if Simon had to choose, would he pick craft beers or the wife and kids?
It's the wife and kids, isn't it?
I don't know. Is she listening? Is Mel listening?
I'd have to juggle, and then whatever ball fell on the floor.
Amiga 300. I bet June calls Dave BBM in the bedroom. Why not? He calls me June.
Yes, that's it. Yes, it's a bit of a shame, but Simon. Somebody prefers Unky Steve to you, mate. There you go.
Unky, do you know, I watched the Unky Steve video today where you did the hot sweets, the popcorn.
Yeah.
It was great. It was absolutely fantastic.
He's a character, isn't he? He's certainly a character, Uncle Steve.
And that's the point. That's the point. You're a character. You kind of work with...
You are.
It works.
You're a character.
Yeah, we work. Steve's a character. I think people rub off on each other. When you have two characters together, it just works. It just clicks.
It's just making people feel comfortable, isn't it, with each other?
Absolutely. Unky Steve and you you just have this fantastic rapport with one another. It just seems to work. And same with us. It just seems to work. I mean, can you imagine having a politician on your show? It would be hell.
I would love a politician on my show. I would tie that fucker up in knots. Whatever side he's on, if he's Liberal, if the Liberal, Labour, Tory, Brexit, I would tie them fuckers up in knots. I tell you.
Absolutely.
They're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
They do. They answer the question with a question, don't they? And that's the worst thing. They never answer a question.
They wouldn't fucking answer me with a question. I tell you.
Exactly. I know. Was it Parkinson years ago? He kept on asking. It was like he asked 25 times. Did you watch it on telly?
Yeah, it wasn't Parkinson, were it? I tell you, who were the other one? Who were the one with the big hair and the big nose?
That's what I mean. Not Parkinson. I mean him. Yeah.
You Spit and Image used to do him, didn't they?
That's it. Yeah. They asked this politician over and over and over and over again, and finally, after 25 times, he answered the question. It's awful, isn't it? Awful.
Yeah. Blakey P has just said he's going to check out your channel, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Real ale craft beer. Thank you.
Yeah, it says it in the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, of course it does.
Corbyn, I would rip that more a bit tomorrow. All right, do the student. No, Nick Baker, the students at Loughborough do not annoy me. If we didn't have the students in Loughborough would be dead. So there you go. Go on, mate, crack on. So what I've lost it.
I'll tell you one here. Phil Jones says, June just listens to these two secretly thinking how silly they are. You can tell she's a reader and a bit of an intellectual.
I think June's very clever. I think June's clever.
See, I bring class to the channel with me line.
You see, this is the thing with June, right? When we have an argument, me and June, I'm the loud,
emotional,
stick my chest out, I'm fucking bigger than you. She just uses words and I've completely lost it. And then I'll say, this is your problem. You use words.
Brilliant.
I can't argue.
My wife's got a degree. She's the same. She'll wrap me up. She'll wrap me up with words.
Yeah, it's not fair.
No.
I'm right, but I can't explain that I'm right. All the fucking time.
Do you know the worst thing with me? Do you know if I've had a drink, I'll forget my point, and so she'll ask me again in the morning, and I'll go, ooh. No.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Ireland, Simon?
Yeah, I brewed a beer in Northern Ireland. Yeah, I brewed a beer called
Patriotic Irish BVB. Get your arse over to Ireland, BVM. Come on now. I've always been, June. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Yes, I suddenly decided I wanted to go to the west coast of Ireland.
June wants to go to the west coast of Ireland. Just like that.
Beautiful.
So, June, oh, fuck it. What the fuck's gone on? I've done it again.
Hey, it's gone. Forget that ever happened. I haven't got the energy for that, Dave.
Yeah, I was expecting other comments. June is the agent.
June's a Celtic fan.
No, nobody's a Celtic fan, mate. Sorry.
I don't like football, mate.
June don't like football, so yeah.
Oh, did you watch that They got hammered 3-0.
Who? Cardiff, yeah. What's going on there, dude? I thought Warner was going to do it.
It ruined my Sunday. Do you find that with football, it'll ruin your afternoon?
Yeah. Well, I've actually got to stop it doing that too, mate. Because I used to be in a right mood, and she used to go, "It's only fucking football."
Yeah, and that makes it worse. Yeah.
That makes it all better.
Yeah. I can't understand it. It's a game.
Do you watch rugby? Cal Dove says, "Do you watch rugby?"
Yeah, I'm kind of. It's weird in Wales. If a lot of it's football now, but when I was growing up, it was massive, kind of, I would say 80% rugby. In school, you were forced to play rugby.
I broke my wrist playing rugby at school.
Which one, sorry?
I broke my wrist playing rugby at school.
Oh, did you?
French.
I played rugby in the school, and I showed a bit of flair. I ran down the wing and scored a try. And I caught the ball by accident. And
you were moving away from everybody.
I used to be one of these, you know. I used to be trying to catch the ball, you know, like
yeah.
If I got it, I could run. I used to be about 6 stone. I could run 100 meters in 10 seconds, but I had to get it first. So I caught it by accident in a fluke, and I ran down the pitch and scored a try. So the next day, the school said, we've been on the phone to Barry Town Rugby Club, and you've got to go for a trial. And I was like, oh, blimey. So I went for the trial, and I ended up playing rugby for 6 years for Barry Town.
Yeah. That's impressive, though, isn't it?
I got to the under-7. They wanted to put me in the men's side. I got to the under-17s. So I got to under-17s, and I went from there to the men's side, and they were all 10 stone heavier. I was still about 8 stone at that stage as an 18-year-old. 8 stone. I was one of these people who couldn't put on weight.
Yeah.
I drank 5. I drank nearly 5,500 beers, and I still weigh under 12 stone. It's just I got a very high metabolism. I've just burned through.
Last time I weighed 12 stone, I was 11.
And I'm 40 now, so I've always struggled to put on weight. It's the beer that's filled my face out and stuff, if you like.
Yeah.
But then, of course, 17, 18, you meet ladies, and I ended up going off on a stray, and I never played rugby again.
Yeah. Ben Cullen says, you said that you could run 100 meters in 10 seconds. He says, fuck off. And he's put loads of laughing faces after it.
No. Not now, but maybe 11 or 12 seconds. I used to be quite zippy on the wing, but I can't remember. It was never world beating stuff, but I used to be quite on the wing, you know.
Somebody said, BVM, do you have any tattoos? No. Monkey Hunch 1, he's going to bed. So cheers, mate, for watching. So have you got tattoos, Simon?
Only wrong arm. It's that backwards thing again on the...
Good scroll up, doesn't it?
It's that old 1997. It was a phase yin-yang kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember it. I want a tattoo, but June won't let me have one. She said I'm going through a midlife crisis if I have a tattoo.
Midlife crisis? Are you planning on living till you're 102?
Yes. Yeah, I suppose that's it. When when you get people say it's midlife when you hit 50. Well, it ain't. You ain't going to live to 100, are you? Really? So you're in your midlife.
Can I be truthful here? It's one of those things. It's one of the biggest fears. If you ask me my biggest fear, I would say it would be that life is going so quick.
Yeah,
and it flies by, and it scares you. If you, and it's always when you lay down in bed in the night, you wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. You always think about kind of weird stuff like how quick life's going by and how it's nearly over, and is it going to be
what, mate? When you get to 50, when you get to 45, it will fucking stop because you're that knackered. You won't wake up.
Yeah. I find it's one of my biggest fears is
not living my potential. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it is.
It's weird. Yeah, and the amount of it might be next year.
Yeah, the worst thing is it's like you've got all the experience of life and you think, fuck, I wish I'd have done that different, or damn, right, now I know what to do. It's too bloody late.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, so you youngsters out there, just do it.
Yeah, you
Have a
youngsters.
blast. Have a blast.
Blakey P, stop worrying about what beer to drink and just fucking drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dave, can you? I am dancing for my bladder. Can you hold the stream?
Yeah, go on then.
Brilliant.
Right, so I've got to do this again. Simon's gone to empty the python. He's done this to me twice now. He just buggers off.
The floodgates,
yeah, that's it. You see, it's right. Let me go through a few other questions here then that people have been asking me. Wise words from June.
Ruben Dentist said, "All right, Dave, mate."
Yes, all right, Ruben. Thank you for being there, mate. Would you have a tattoo of a bottle of beer, Simon? Well, Simon's gone for a piss.
Strike gold. No, you're not.
What? Get a face tattoo. I would like the Stone Cold Steve Austin smoking skull on my arm, but June won't let me do it. Yo, DJ. Right. I'll tell you what, all these questions have actually got a lot better. Simon can drink a beer in under 10 seconds. Can he?
Michael Mortimer, the dogs are good, thank you. Get a blue van tattoo.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
It won't if you have to change your van.
No, the van will always be blue. Do Guinness Storehouse visit in Dublin. Patriotic Irish BVB. We will. I'll tell you what, I think Ireland's going to be on the cards for us, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Can we tell the dogs go? Can the dogs go?
I'm sure they've got dogs in Ireland.
Well, I know, but I mean, can we take them on the ferry or whatever?
Yeah, of course we can. We ain't going to fucking swim, are they?
Joe Barr, I love your voice, June. Oh, you don't, do you?
Oh dear. Right, are you back, mate? Did you shake it?
That's all chuck, all dry.
June Creative Channel. We're just going through some of the messages, mate. I love you, Dave. You're an inspiration. Get your van wrapped. I've heard of this wrapping vehicles. I don't understand it. Why do you want to wrap your vehicle? Do you get it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, absolutely. Blue van man with a hat, that logo. Get it on the side of your van.
You get the whole of the vehicle wrapped. There's a man at work had it done. He's got some shitty fucking Citroen. He's got stupid BMW wheels on it, and it looks a mess. But he's had it wrapped, and apparently you just put this thing all over your car and you wrap your car.
Never heard of it. No, sorry.
No, I ain't doing it. Sounds shit, looks shit.
I thought you meant like branding it, Blue Van Man.
Oh, no. The closest thing that I'll do is I'll have a private number plate of BVM on it.
Oh,
BVM. I want BVM 316. 316 for Stone Cold Steve Austin and BVM because why not want BVM?
Blue Van Man. That would be brilliant. No, that would be really.
Yeah, I think it would. Wrapping is expensive, somebody says. Well, it ain't going to fucking happen.
Not made of money.
Right. All right. So we've got 254 viewers at the moment, mate. We did actually hit around 310 at one point.
That's amazing. That's fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
That'd be fantastic. And thank you all so very much for supporting me as well. I appreciate that.
Have your subscribers gone up then since we did the last live?
Dave, I'm going to be honest. The first night was 90, and by the time I woke up in the morning, it was 115. So that's terrific. For me, that's terrific. So I really appreciate the support that you've given me, and of course your followers have given me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I've got my mate Tom Bailey. He had something like 280 odd. He texted me the other day and said he's got over 500 now. So
brilliant.
It's nice to know. I just like helping other YouTubers out, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, and I think in the future, I think whenever less are on, you'll be on with a True Geordie, and it's almost like a trickle feed, isn't it? You get a great following from the True Geordie, and you're not one to go, oh, this is great. You're sharing as well, which is absolutely terrific. Wonderful.
Yeah, it is good. I like helping others out, to be fair. It's just good. And when June sets up her channel, I'll help her out, but I don't think she'll need it.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do with a YouTube channel?
If you had a YouTube channel, what would you do?
I wouldn't do one.
Yeah, because you're quite happy just
Yeah.
joining in with this, ain't you? It's a big thing to do a YouTube channel, isn't it? You've got to have some bollocks to put yourself out to be shot at.
Yeah. How many times have people told you in private, I couldn't do that? I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't put myself on the camera.
The lad at work, Adam, when I first started doing this, he was like, really, oh wow, that's good, really good. And that's only when I had like 1,000 subscribers. And he says, oh, and I said, Adam, go for it, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might do it, because he's into all this running Iron Man, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And next day he bottled it.
Oh, really, really. So the industry that I'm in is a really old industry. They have it's called the Guild of Beer Writers. And it's all to do with kind of like writing books about beer. So have you heard of 1,000 beers to try before you die?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've not really taken any notice of it. But I know what you mean.
Bernie Jones. You've got Pete Brown, who writes about beer. You've got Melissa Cole, who's a beer writer. But it's all very kind of library kind of, if you know what I mean. It's all very old-fashioned. The beer industry is stuck in the 1960s. Yeah. So when I opened up a YouTube channel 10 years ago, there was kind of like this interest. Who is this Welshman, first and foremost? Because beer is a very English thing. It's a very, very, there's so many breweries in England. Who is this Welshman, first and foremost? And what is he doing reviewing beer on YouTube? This platform that back then was laughable, because all people used to do was post pictures of their cats and make cat videos, and it wasn't a serious thing. So because it started off for me that people didn't take me seriously in the beer world, I've been able to grow and grow and grow with this whole thing. Only until I went to, I was asked to go to Spain last year, to travel around Spain on a bus, trying all the different breweries' beers. So I didn't know who was coming. I didn't know anything about this trip. I'm not one for reading. You get an itinerary where you read about where you're going. I just like to turn up, bang, where we off, a bit like yourself. Let's go do this. And all of a sudden I was surrounded by these so-called beer celebrities. Pete Brown was there. There was an Irish guy, a couple of Londoners, a bloke from Canada, a bloke who wrote from America, who wrote for the New York Times about beer. We all travelled round on this coach together around Spain. And it was really strange, Dave, because I was this YouTuber. I was this foreigner, if you like. I was this guy that people didn't really understand. He was making videos. He had cameras. He had microphones. And all they had was kind of paper and pen. They were writing. They write short form, where they write stuff for their books and their newspaper articles. Yeah. So they kind of like instinctively, they all knew each other. So they kind of like all kind of sat together on the bus, and it was like this weird, like I was from the future almost. I was this guy from the future. And I remember we all sitting around dinner one night. We had a few beers, we had a drink, and I didn't get it at the time. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the fastest brain in the world. So it took me a while to understand what this guy said to me, but he sat next to me and he said, he seen me, and I get it now, he seen me carrying all these tripods, cameras, everything on my own, didn't have anybody with me. And he said to me, do you know my job, he said? He said, I can travel the world with a little notepad and a pen. And that's my job. And at the time, because I had a few beers, I didn't kind of, I was a bit slow. I just went, oh yeah, okay. I didn't quite understand what he meant, but then when I took it away, when I woke up in the morning, I was like, this guy was like really having a go, really. But looking back, that's only because I think somebody only has a go at you in life when they feel threatened by what's coming, YouTube and the social media, the BBC. Whenever they get a chance, have you noticed on the websites of the BBC, whenever they get a chance, they'll attack a YouTuber.
Yeah.
They'll go PewDiePie, because they're really worried that people got freedom of speech, absolute freedom of speech. But anyway, I'm off my soapbox now. I'm off my soapbox.
Did you get that off your chest?
I got that off my chest. Yeah, I don't even know. How did we start that conversation?
Oh, fucked if I know, mate. You just went off on one. Are you drunk? Have you been sniffing glue?
I'm well on my way, Dave. I've had a big can of cloud water, and I've got a big can of stout. I'm well on my way. But you'll probably come across, as you will have invitations now. You're such a big channel. You'll have invitations to go places, to do stuff. Just be wary of the old world, the old kind of like the old, because people love tradition, book writing, that sort of the written word. Yeah, just be wary, I suppose, of this new world of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right because everything I've got that's happens every time I get an invite. I've got a bloke called Elliot who is looking after my interests, and he's the right thing for me. Before he came along, I was accepting everything. If everybody wanted to offer me something, I was going, yeah, I'll try and do it. I'll try to. And anyway, this Elliot's basically said, I'll help you out. And thanks to Elliot, he has helped me out no end. So anything now that does happen to pop up, I just run it by him first. And I'm all right. He's okay, to be fair. So it's people do offer me things, and I think, oh, I'd love to do that. I'd have a go at that. And then I say something to Elliot, and he says, "No, you're better than that." So there you go. Amazing.
Do you know? Yeah, that sort of thing. Because I'm not the sharpest. I've never been the sharpest tool in the box. I suppose you can run a YouTube channel. And then it's a way of running a YouTube channel successfully. And I think you need that kind of Elliot type of person just to have. Yeah.
It is there. It's because what's happened to me in the past. Well, even in the past couple of weeks.
Well, you never expected this, did you?
No, I didn't.
It took us down the road that we didn't really expect to go down.
No, I didn't think I'd be like this, to be fair. I can't see the attraction of a big fat bulgy who wears glasses from Wilkinson's.
Me neither.
Do you know what? I think it's much more than that. I think it's much more. You've got this kind of natural, like this. So, that's how we got onto it. That's how we got onto it, Dave. I remember. So these people who write books, they were scared of the camera. They made YouTube videos, and that was it. So, going back to it, one of these book writers started a beer channel on YouTube and stopped. And I said, well, why did you stop? And he said, I didn't like the way my mouth looked on camera. So I stopped. And I thought, wow. I'm like you, Dave. I don't care what people think.
I don't care. I'm quite happy to be me. I can't be anything else. I'm just me.
Exactly that. I'm me, you're you. And I think it takes a certain quality of person to do that.
Yeah.
To be able to have a thick skin to be able to ride that.
Yeah. To be fair, I've never been very bothered what people think of me. I'm quite happy in my own little world, spinning around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's all right. Subject. Yeah. Go on.
Right. So we're going to review Newcastle Brown Ale next time.
Yeah.
And whatever.
And a few beers probably back to Morrison's. Morrison's is a nice, easy.
Yeah, Morrison's is good, isn't it? It's good. It's what we need. It's all right. So what I'm going to do, mate, I'm going to wind this up. So I'm going to have a cup of tea and a fucking sandwich because I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
I've had beer, so I'm hungry.
Brilliant.
And we will be in touch and we will sort this out. People, if you have enjoyed Simon sitting there blabbering on about his beer and getting drunk and making you laugh, go and subscribe. She's taking the piss out of me now. Subscribe to his channel.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Dave. The subscriptions really help. They really do. Thank you very much for supporting me.
Yeah.
Before that, being a mate. I'd say being a mate.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to this this day or so that you're going to come up and we're going to go and try a few places.
I reckon get the kids back in school. I got a couple of youngsters, so I'll get them back in school and then we'll set a date, definitely.
I bet you can't wait for school to come around, can you? Kick the little fuckers out the house.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's
going to start college soon, but Jesus Christ, I think they're going to have to bring Love for College to her bedroom.
I'm like juggling the work, the channel, the kids. Dad can have a sandwich, yeah. It's a juggle.
Find to yourself.
Yeah, love it, yeah. Make myself.
So we'll wind this up. What time is it? Fucking hell, it's 10 to 9. Right, I'm going to wind this up then, dude, so I can go and have a bit of a rest, and we'll chat soon.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thanks for having me. See you soon.
Goodbye, June. Goodbye, Simon.
We'll do the next one on my channel. We did
We'll do it on your channel, mate. No worries.
No worries at all. We'll do the next one on mine.
I'm going to end this now and see what happens. Has it ended? Not yet. End.
There we go.
Is it gone?